Hello, happy Friday. Oh, we've made it to the weekend. I'm going to try to not put a headband on because the last few days as I've been putting it on, it like warps my hair all funny and I don't want that to happen today. So we'll just see. My hair actually doesn't look like it. It's got a little height going on right now, which is like, we got to savor that. All right, if you're hopping on, say hello. If you're catching the replay, say replay. If I can help you with anything, the keyword's Friday. So we're going to get ready. We're going to go to a little local place and have a little appetizers and a couple of drinks and hang out. So I'm going to get ready. I've got a hair. It's like attached. It's bothering me. All right, let's get ready. So if you watched yesterday, I was having sprinkler people come out. Why did no one tell me not to buy a house that's as old as me? Because I bought a house that's my age, over 50. And if it is not one thing that we have to extra pay for, it is another thing that we have to extra pay for. I'm so frustrated. Like, I understand that, you know, a lot of the house we inherited choices by the owners previous to us, but that's, you know, that's the case with any house you buy, right? But as we were speaking to a neighbor across the way yesterday, she's lived in her home for 25 years and the people that we bought from were original owners. So they were here all 50 years. Hold on, I need a Kleenex. Wipe off my hand. Anyway, they lived here all 50 years. And so a lot of things that they did haven't been updated, right? Because if you think about like my neighbor across the way, she probably updated some things that the original people did, but like 25 years in, right? If she's been 25 and the house was built, I'm just going to assume because she's right across the street that her house was built around the same time ours, right? So if we just go with the assumption of 50 years, I would think maybe she had updated some items midway through, whereas an original owner probably doesn't do that, right? They just, you know, they're happy with what they have. They chose it originally. So like they have no reason to want to, I guess, update it or fix it would be what I'd say. I don't know. It's just, it's a lot. And we've started kind of, and we knew this coming in, like we started with a, what do we need to do before we move in? And one of the things was get rid of the carpet in the house and put down hardwood floors or laminate floors, whatever they're called. They're not called laminate either. Anyway, we redid the floors before we moved in because I'm like, once furniture goes down, I'm never going to do that again. So that was a huge expense. And then, you know, I spent a pretty penny yesterday because just the way things were working, it's not working. And I, you know, not watering is not a choice in Texas when we don't get rain for the whole summer. So you have to water. And we are blessed with lots of huge trees. That was a great decision by them. Love it. Absolutely love it. However, trees require water. And so it's, you know, everything that they were finding yesterday, I'm like, well, we have to do it. I don't know. It's just, it's overwhelming because we have a laundry list of other things that need to be done, but we have to go in order of either necessity, priority, detriment to the house. Like, anyway, so I was very happy yesterday. And then we set up to watch the Stars game where we had a chance to clinch the whole series and move on and really get a goose egg. We got I love this new color. Anyway, we did not score whatsoever, and the other team scored 4, which is exactly what we did earlier in the series. The only consolation is we're coming home for the next game, which is Saturday. So maybe they can pull it together for Saturday. It's just annoying. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love our Stars, but I was like, oh, we're going to clinch it tonight. And then we just look like it. So it's hard to be a fan when your team is in the playoffs. I mean, you know, you just live and die with everything that happens. Which, if you're in North Texas and you've been a Cowboy fan, you understand how that works. Because, good heavens. All right, I'm feeling pinky today. So we're gonna come in with our palette 9. I normally use 10, but you can see I really love these 3 colors. They're kind of my pinky go-to shades. I'm just feeling that today. So I'll put this darkest color outside and down on my lid. And we're just gonna blend. I'm gonna do this other side and then I'm just gonna keep blending. So I blend out any harshness. And then this lightest color is like the color of my skin. So I'm gonna use it to just sort of blur the edges of that darker color. See? Then I'm gonna take that darker color and I'm just gonna smoke under my eyes a little for like a little eyeliner effect. I like how that is just more subtle without like a harsh eyeliner line. And this side looks a little heavy. All right, that'll look better once I put mascara on too. Then I'm gonna take this shimmer shade right here, this flat brush, which is perfect for this application. And I'm just gonna put this in the inner corner of my lid. Just like that. Do you see how much brightness that shows? Isn't that pretty? The good thing about the Stars coming home, one, we play better at home. Their goaltender does not play good on the road. Yay. And it'd be fun if they win it at home, right? We're not going. We only went the other day because we had free tickets. If you're hopping on, say hello. If you catch replay, it's replay. Keyword is Friday. I didn't curl my lashes. Who am I? Who am I? All right, there we go. Isn't that eyeshadow pretty? It's just so subtle, but great for a pink option. All right, the mascara of choice always for me, Quadra. This brush is dual-ended. So you see tight bristles down below and fluffy bristles up above. I can't tell you which one does which job for me. So I start wherever I start, and if it's not cooperating, I just roll the brush. So like a good roll, about, you know, just turn it and it goes about halfway, and then the other side might actually do what I'm wanting it to do, whether that's the first pass where I'm separating and pulling all the lashes up, or the second pass where I'm elongating the lashes. I don't know which side does what. So We just start and then you turn based on what is working with your eye. All right. I know the headband is sure handy, but I just fixed my hair, kind of re-straightened it, and I don't want the kink in it. Can't wait till it gets a little longer and I can just wind it up into like a bun on top of my head and move on with life in the summer. It is muggy today. It's not hot. I mean, it's in the low 90s, so it's not hot, but you just feel it when you step outside. It's like, ugh, not fun. See how that one pass just makes all the eyes look all the better. Because I have hooded eyes, I like to look down into a mirror. You know, I could go like this and show you up my nose. That's not very attractive. But if you look down into a mirror, it keeps your lashes from dotting on the top of your lid. If I were to look up right now, I would end up with dots on top of my eyeshadow, and I don't want that. All right, so this pass I'm separating. I'm making sure everybody's playing nice, going the right direction. And then second pass, I'm really gonna just focus on the ends and just elongating a little bit. Now mascara should be changed every 3 to 4 months. I went 5 and I noticed that it was starting to be cakey, glumpy. That's not really a word, but that's how it felt. A difference between clumping and just looking like, ugh. It just didn't look right. And I actually am horrible about remembering when I change things. Horrible. I think to myself when I change it, oh, I'll remember this because it's, you know, my birthday month or whatever. I don't remember. You know, between changing my mascara, changing my razor blade in the shower, changing my toothbrush head, whatever. I can never remember. So I just keep a little sticky note. So I have a sticky note on my table here where all my makeup is that tells me when I changed it. Ugh, I just messed up. Do you see that? All right, we're gonna let that dry for half a second and then we'll fix it. Anyway, I have a sticky note here about when I changed my quadra. And I just had not been looking at it. And when things were not cooperating, I'm like, what is going on? And you know, your eyelashes shed over time. They go through their seasons where they shed. So I just thought that was what was happening, that they just weren't cooperating for that reason. That was not what was happening. All right, so once it's dry-ish, oh, that's not cooperating. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. All right, when in doubt. All right, that looks a little better. Okay, I can work with that. Just got to do the things. All right, and for my lips, ooh, getting hot. I'm going to use my same blush shade. So we have this cohesiveness between my lips and my cheek. But then I'm going to put Summer Sorbet on top of it, which is one of our new glosses, which is just gorgeous. It has a slight coral-y hue. It's not coral. We have a coral that is like coral. This is like a little more peach than, say, Lonesome, which is really pink, or my favorite before we came out with the new shades was Luxe, which is like a pink brown-ish. This is definitely, see if I turn this way. You can see brown, pink, and just a tad bit of like a coral-ish, peach-ish color. Can't go wrong with any of the three of those. So all of those are available. My other new favorite lip gloss is this brown, which is just gorgeous with gold flecks in it. So pretty, but I'm in a pinky mood today, so we're gonna stay like this. All right, I have got to go. We are gonna run, and I love how this turned out. I don't do enough pink. I lean towards the neutrals, the browns, the neutral eye. I think this is gorgeous. All right, if I can help you with anything, comment Friday, and I will see y'all later.